What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Seth, and we are back in some more Trove, and this week, Luxion is back. He's back for like 72 hours, if you didn't already catch it. I know sometimes I'll get these Luxion videos out a day after he's already visited, but today I just so happened to end up being up early enough that I want to end up getting this video out to you guys as soon as possible. He's got a very strange inventory. It's going to be great for a lot of you mid-tier to starting tier players. Maybe if you're kind of near the end of the game and you're struggling with trying to get a little bit more of the harder things for mastery, he's here and he's going to help you out with that. Finally, first and foremost, he's got the Lore Keeper Dragon Egg, but what's this? They ended up actually creating a whole new item, a fragment. Yes, that's right. For some reason, he's not just going to end up giving you an egg, with the developers that are absolutely obsessed with fragments in the form, like the way that you can end up getting all these dragons. I don't know why, but hey, whatever. I guess it's good that he's just in. But you're going to need 5 fragments from this guy. There's 30 dragon coins each, which essentially is going to end up being 150 dragon coins, which I would already like to see 150 dragon coins just for the dragon egg itself, never mind the whole stupid fragment thing. But then on top of that, guys, we've got a new crafting recipe. Where is it? Just for the egg itself? Or did they change it so that he takes fragments? No. Where's the egg? Why is it like messing with my eyeballs? I can't seem to see it anywhere. Okay, it's quite literally right beside it. I don't know why I was getting distracted by the purifying flames. My bad, guys. But so you craft the egg out of 150 dragon coins, and then you still forge the dragon for 300 dragon coins. So while this dragon is very cool, and you guys are probably sitting there like, I need to have it. I've seen so many people panicking in the chat trying to get it. This dragon costs more than a primordial dragon. Like, and it's just a random dragon that we got for like logging in. It was a free dragon, for crying out loud. And now for some reason they just throw it in like, oh yeah, by the way, this is gonna be the most expensive in form of dragon coins that you'll ever end up being charged. Like, yikes, dude, because normally you would end up just getting this out of the boon, the first boon that ended up coming into the game, right? So anyways, let's take a look at the dragon itself, because may as well just highlight the most beautiful of before we end up getting to all the other stuff. Why is it? No, oh, because he's the keeper of histories instead. Whatever. Well, anyways, you're gonna get 250 mastery, and then on top of that, you are going to end up getting yourself 7% to attack speed, 1,000 to max health, and 50 more magic find. Now, even though I think that it's very, very overpriced and not really worth it as far as the dragon is concerned, you guys are gonna have to get this guy, not only because he's one of the most beautiful dragons in the entire game, like he actually is, but it's gonna be a very, very long time before you're gonna be able to actually get your hands on this dragon again, guys, because they've just thrown him into Luxion, and that's that. We're not going to be able to go and find the fragments by any other means, unfortunately. And he's got some great video effects, a very impressive wingspan, as you can see. Absolutely beautiful, spectacular dragon, dude, like seriously. And the fireballs themselves, they look very, very much like we've seen from more of the other recent dragons that are, just light video effects. But this guy's is definitely more impressive because it's got the whole blue and gold thing going for it. Absolutely awesome. Definitely worth checking out. Now, out of the first month of the boon boxes, or the boon tokens, which we've still got these in the store right now, but they have since been removed out of the rotation of the game, so we're not going to see them anymore. The Tapestry of Timeless Tales is another item that you can end up actually grabbing out of it, and this thing is going to end up being tradable. So do you want to end up grabbing it just so that you can end up selling it? Yeah, probably. I mean, all of these you can actually see are going to be tradable, except for some weird reason it won't let me buy another Prism of Light, despite the fact that that is tradable as well. We'll talk about those other items, because first of all, I want to mention that the dragon itself, if you end up actually getting the egg, so for 150 dragon coins, you're going to be able to get the egg, and then you can actually loot collect it and get tokens from the first month. So technically, this is a way that you can end up getting boons for free. Not really. Even if you're a free-to-play player, you had to grind those dragon coins. In either case, it's going to be a way that you can get tokens, and essentially you can end up getting more Bound Brilliance out of the boon boxes. Now, we're going to talk about it over the next following days, but the recent developer live stream did end up talking about how we are going to end up getting more ways of getting Bound Brilliance into the game. However, it's just going to be through a leaderboard, so it's just going to be a time-gated set amount that you're going to be able to get a week, rather than all of this stuff where, oh my gosh, oh, it's a gold companion egg. I thought it was a golden, like that crazy super dragon egg. Man alive, that scared me for a minute. But either way, out of the tokens, guys, you know, that's going to be a good way to gain Bound Brilliance. And the whole thing is that when these guys are gone, there's no way that you can just buy your way to getting as many Bound Brilliance as you need, right? So anyways, Tapestry of Timeless Tales. So this is going to end up being one of the other items that was from the first month of the boon boxes, and this is just gonna be it right here. It's just gonna be a normal carpet. It's got some nice video effects though. I like it. I think it's cool. You can glide around like a freak on it, of course, so it is going to end up being a gliding mount, which is always a good thing, you know. More gliding mounts is great, and he's got a great inventory. He really does, but it's just nothing out of the ordinary for somebody like myself. Now, the Overlord Omni seat, this is weird because the Overlord Omni seat still is labeled under the store. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it is a store item in the style section, or did they end up removing it? Because a lot of the items, yeah, I think they've removed it, guys, because for some reason, a lot of these items are still registered under the store in the collections menu because they originally came out of the store. But for some reason, they've been moving these items ever so slowly out of all of the store stuff and all of the store packs and stuff like that. You know, very similarly to how a lot of the emblems and a lot of the flash have been taken out of the game for some weird reason, right? No idea why. The only reason that we've kind of heard is a bit of a speculation, is that the store itself has a limited amount of items that can be in it. So they've been slowly removing things so they can add all of the more recent Geode packs and stuff like that. Either way, that doesn't really sound too right to me. I don't know why this is in Luxion's inventory of all things. Normally you would be able to get this thing out of Qubits, but honestly speaking, guys, this is probably one of the ugliest seats in the entire game. Even when it was originally added, everyone was just kind of like, why? You know, like, especially because this thing was actually quite expensive compared to all of the other cooler mounts that you could end up getting out of the store. And then here's this guy where it's like, what is this? You know, like, it's just a chair that kind of is like a mishmash mess. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like a Trove, like one of the Trovian enemies or something like that. It's really, really weird. But then we got the Armoured Arachnid, which he is going to end up being another login item that you would originally, oh, pardon me, that you would originally end up getting out of the tokens. So he's pretty cool. He's just going to be an armored version of the Dino Tamer's ultimate ability, and is actually a pretty cool mount. Like, I like this guy. He's going to be very similar to this week's Chaos Chest item, which is just going to end up being a reskin of the exact same thing. But it's cool that we're getting more of these dinosaur themed mounts in the game. I like it. Now, the Prism of Light, guys, this is really interesting and weird that I was able to buy one and now I can't seem to buy any more. I guess you can only buy one of them, or it's just, I honestly don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's because I have one in my personal chest. Yeah, you know what? Let me double check this, because I swear this is a weird bug that I've run into. Yeah, so I had a very strange suspicion that I just needed my Prism of Light in my inventory in order to end up buying this. I don't know why it won't let me buy another one. Maybe you can only end up buying one. Try to, you know, leave a comment in the comment section down below if you've bought more than one of these, just so everybody can know, like, whether or not this is actually a thing. But the whole reason why it's strange that we can't just buy multiple of these is these are actually tradable versions of the Prism of Light, which is crazy, guys, because there is no, like, these guys are normally not tradable. The reason why this is so crazy. Okay, I'm getting people confirming in my Discord that it's only one per person. That's what I thought. So never mind about the comment. But the reason why this is so crazy, guys, is the Prism of Light normally is an item that is extremely rare, random chance out of empowered gem boxes. And what it's going to end up doing for you is it's going to end up unlocking various stellar styles. Where are they? Not there, the stellar auras. So almost all of these down here are going to be able to be gotten out of the Prism of Light. There's certain ones, obviously, you know, the ones from the Bomber Royale and stuff like that that aren't going to be attainable from this. It's very inconsistent, but it is still cool that we end up having an item like this just thrown into Luxion's inventory. If you can only buy one of them, it's definitely worth it. Because not only can you end up using this to end up getting, maybe you're missing just one aura like I was 50 years ago, but on top of it, you are also going to be able to just sell this in general. Like that's, you know, that's definitely something worth investing in, guys, even though it is only a stellar aura, which doesn't really, you know, it's not really the most impressive thing. Players generally don't put high value to stellar auras outside of the fact that mastery farmers are going to need these items way later. And then one contained chaos spark for the same price. That's a bit of a weird one. Like, I don't think that this is worth 50 dragon coins. I'd say maybe 25 dragon coins, then it would be like, oh wow, this is really good. But 50 dragon coins each, I don't know about that one, dude. That's pretty expensive. And then we just got the what is this, light-hearted heart holder. Is this going to end up being a weapon style? No, that's a staff style. And then the purity of purpose, which let me get these set up for you guys. Okay, so this is going to be the staff style. It's just a very standard Valentine style, you know, staff. This is not a new item in the game. I've already had this, which means lots of people, I'm sure, have already had it. And then the melee style is going to be this weird thing right here. Yet another style that I already have. This I'm pretty sure is actually just in the vault section, so it's not anything special, whereas the other staff might actually be pretty decent, but I don't know. And then I guess just for the sake of giving you guys a more complete video, let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me drain my dragon coins here just so that we can take a quick little peek at what the actual dragon is going to end up loot collecting into, because I'm sure you guys are curious about that, and I may as well be the guinea pig where I end up testing it, because I've got plenty of dragon coins anyways, right? See how many boons we can end up technically getting out of this, right? Which could end up being pretty worthwhile if you're just trying to get Bound Brilliance and it's the one thing that you're missing. Now, another reason why this might actually be worth investing in too, guys, is the fact that when the U10 update comes out in the fall, we are going to have new gems added to the game, and the devs have kind of hinted and mentioned that the gems are going to have the traditional means of leveling, which we can expect is going to have the traditional augmenting as well. So this is going to loot collect into 18. Ooh, so 150 dragon coins for 18 boon boxes. That is not too bad. That's actually really, really good. And that ends up saving you a lot of money, because even when you buy these packs, and these are roughly $5 each, right? You're only going to end up getting 3 login tokens at a time. So that's actually insane, especially considering you can see dragon coin packs show up in the store that are going to end up being like, you know, crazy, like cheap compared to that. Now, one thing is that the carpet, for some reason, that doesn't seem to loot collect. The reason why, and this is interesting, I don't know if the dragon was a little bit of an oversight by them or if they did this on purpose to help a brother out and give us some more boons, but the tapestry right here, this is going to be a different tapestry than the one that we could originally craft, because the one that we could originally craft was untradeable, whereas this one is tradable, meaning that this is a whole other different item altogether, and they didn't end up bothering having a loot collection thing for it, I guess. Well, anyways, let's open these boxes, see what we can end up getting. I guess, well, you'd have to get pretty lucky in order to end up getting your dragon coins back, but I mean, look at this, dude. Like, this is probably one of the most valued things. Okay, that was pretty insane. Like, I got a 3-day patron pass out of that. We got a few dragon coins back. I mean, this is just, this is insane. I didn't know that this was actually this good. I mean, I spend like over 1,000 dragon coins alone just doing that, because that's insane, dude. I don't have to waste my money to end up getting any of the tokens. Not to mention, again, guys, I can't stress enough that even when you would buy these packs, they would be 3 login tokens per $5 each, and you're getting 18 for 150 dragon coins. That's nuts. definitely invest into that one. Even if you just, like, I already have all my gems augmented. There's no reason for me to do it. But currently, there's no way to end up getting Bound Brilliance in the game, which is in order to craft all of these focus items, which levels up your gems and stuff like that. And then this is going to be the Contained Chaos Spark, by the way, which, you know, it does take Lunar Souls and Binding Darkness. So I guess 50 Dragon Coins is a decent enough price for it. But I still do think that that's pretty expensive. You know, that said, obviously the developers at this point, you know, Luxion's whole purpose is to drain dragon coins out of the game. I already saw too many people screaming in the chat saying, I just used all my dragon coins on Luxion last time and now the dragon's here and it's, you know, the lore keeper dragon's here, and it's just like, well, you're screwed unless you end up seeing any of the packs or having to buy the greater dragon caches to give you more dragon coins, right? Especially with these bad boys being on sale right now. I didn't even know that they were on sale. Anyways, folks, that's gonna do it. Thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciated. It turns out that Luxion is actually one of the best he's ever been in terms of functionality. You're not going to be able to make your flux back from all of this stuff, and you most definitely aren't going to you know, be buying a bunch of things in here to get yourself a ton of mastery. However, you potentially are going to end up making yourself super duper strong by not only the Contained Chaos Spark, which I guess it's not, you know, the price is, it's fairly well balanced, I'd say. 50 dragon coins or Lunar Souls or Binding Darkness, which Binding Darkness is a resource I can never end up finding. I would say that Luxion right now, you guys gotta capitalize on this if you're trying to max out your gems. You know, you're not gonna regret it. Do it now and regret it right now, and then later in the long run, believe you me, you are not going to regret this, guys. You are not going to regret spending all your dragon coins, not only just for like mastery and stuff like that, if you're missing all these items, but if you're at the end game and you're trying to augment your gems, believe you me, from an end game player like myself, it takes a lot to end up augmenting your gems. And the biggest resource that holds you back from augmenting your gems is Bound Brilliance. Of course, you need Flux and Dragonite and stuff depending on the augmenting items that you're getting. And Bound Brilliance is a very, very difficult resource to get in terms of the random drop chance of it actually dropping from Shadow Tower enemies. So the Contained Chaos Spark, which can randomize a stat on a gem, is also going to end up being very, very coveted. But personally speaking, if you can muster it, if you've got extra dragon coins like I do, I'd say go for as much of the boons as you can, dude, because it's going to be a very long time, if never, we're going to end up getting Bound Brilliance to be an item that we can end up just getting, like, without it being time gated, because the only way that they've talked about so far that they're going to be bringing Bound Brilliance back is with a time gated weekly contest. Anyways, guys, I've rambled on longer than I thought I would. Either way, that was a pleasant surprise. People were telling me that this was good. I wanted to go into this video blind because I wanted to have a genuine reaction, and oh my gosh, I'm actually very surprised. This is fantastic. This is probably the best Luxion's ever been in terms of actually progressing your character in terms of like strength and stuff like that. Like, man alive. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, sub, and hit that notification bell. And if you want to support me, you can always sponsor the YouTube channel for a monthly subscription fee, or check out the merch store in the description. Or if you don't have any money, but you still want to support me, you can actually support me with sponsored donations. So you're going to check the link in the description for Gawkbox as well as Solidarity app. Go through those on your phone. It's going to literally tell you, play this phone game for like 2 minutes. We'll give you $1 that you can send to a content creator. It's free money. How cool is that? Thanks for watching though, guys. Sayonara and stay epic. Oh, and by the way, guys, the Lore Keeper Dragon Egg fragments, they're tradable. Go and get all the Bound Brilliance that you can, guys.